Coach, obviously tough weekend in Bemidji. Another couple really close losses. I guess what's just the mindset? Trying to reestablish some momentum. This weekend and carry that into the CCHA tournament.
Yeah, we played some good hockey. It's the way it goes. We knew it was going to be a tough trip going up there. 3-2, 2-1. Another tough one on Saturday to swallow there. Especially with 10 seconds left. I thought we battled hard. I thought we competed hard. You'd like to see the puck going more often than what it has. It's been obviously a tough going on that all season. Off it, but it's not from a lack of trying or lack of work to me or guys getting to the right areas. It's just we got to continue to work on that skill set. So again, obviously, I think this was the first weekend in a while where we left really disappointed. You could tell, which is good because it shows they care, staff cares. But the good part about it, Michael, is we go into this weekend against Lake State, we kind of still hold everything in front of us. Would we have liked to have closed out that game on Saturday and create some separation? 110%. But the good thing is we're not, predicated on someone else's result right now. We got to worry about us and play our game.
Yeah, how important is it? Securing home ice at least for the first round of the tournament. Obviously, in fourth right now can move up to third. Like how critical is that? Getting that first weekend for sure here at Slater.
Yeah, I think anytime you can play at home, it's really, really good. A number of facets, right, of travel, wear and tear, but more importantly, in front of your own crowd, your fans, excitement. So it's something we haven't talked about. I look back at the beginning of the year. I don't think a lot of people gave this team much respect, on it. And I've been really happy of them, being able to keep the noise away and use it as motivation. And we've played a lot of good hockey this year, but the season hopefully is far from over. It's another weekend where we continue to, hopefully grow and get better so that we're continue to peak at the right time, for us. But I really liked our game, this whole second half of the year. And we leave disappointed on the weekend. But it's a good thing that we leave disappointed because our expectations were higher, and the standards higher. So again, we got to get back to playing simple hockey. I thought last weekend we were making a lot of hope plays. And when we always say, where I've been in the past, we always say hope plays, you hope you don't get traded. We would say back in the CHL, or, they talk about in pro hockey as well. Like, you want to make sure I just felt like we were, half foot over the boards instead of diving all in. Like, we were hoping we were going to poke that puck to you over there, and the play was going to develop when it didn't, and then they're back our way. So things we can clean up, which is always a good thing.
Like, obviously, like, the standings are so bunched up. You guys have been in like so many close games, especially the second half of the season. Like, how much of a fine line is it, in these CCHA games where you're facing teams, 4 times a season? Like, there's like about anyone can beat anybody on any given night. Like, how much of a fine line is it week in and week out?
If you think about when I took this job, I'm looking at all the stats: goals for, goals against, power play, penalty kill. I remember having a talk with someone. I said, if every player on the team could score one more goal than they did last year, you'd probably be in first place. If you think about 25 more goals, like that's 3/4 of a goal on average a game. Easier said than done. It's hard, and you look at, if you go across collectively through the CCHA, every game seems to be a 1-goal game, and every weekend almost seems like a split. Or someone's getting points, off it. There's been very rarely where I think teams have gone in and, like, I know there have, but have gotten a complete sweep, right? It's hard to get. But if you can do that, you jump up pretty quick. And if you can do that in back-to-back weekends and get like 10 to 12 points, you can go from 7th to 2nd, and so it's what makes it fun. There's a lot on the line for every team still down the stretch. This weekend it's not like, teams are sitting there going, okay, first is set for sure, but they're still playing for, whatever, maybe an at-large bid or anything. Like, the games are still crucial, where a lot of leagues where wins and losses don't really count, and there's no pairwise, or anything like that. So the other leagues will be like, okay, we're going to rest our guys this weekend, off it. So, but you have a second place team right now they're set where they're at, but then 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, it's who knows, and so it makes it fun, makes it exciting. We have senior weekend, we have our alumni back for alumni weekend, so it's gonna be hopefully a fun weekend, and we can go and play our brand of hockey.
Any questions on teams?
Yeah, just to clarify, I'm trying to keep track of all the different conferences. In the CCHA, the ninth place team is eliminated from the playoffs, and that's correct. Right?
Correct. Yeah.
All right. So obviously, first place to fourth place gets home ice advantage, and I'm just been trying to do some quick math of what St. Thomas would do, and you guys are still you're looking ahead. You're not looking backwards. I know that. Okay. So you got Lake State. Lake State came off a tough weekend against Minnesota State. What are you looking at from Lake State? What do you expect from them?
Well, tough. We played them up in their rink. I think Michael alluded to how hard it is when we play teams 4 times. And we had good fortune up there where we found back-to-back wins, which are tough. It kind of started our second half. But this here's a team that no different. They play everybody hard. They're big, strong. They got 4 lines. They roll over the boards. Are well coached by Damon Witten, and they're coming in here with points in mind as well. They too want to finish off no different than us on the right foot as you're gaining momentum and building. As you get into the playoffs. So I think it's going to be a real hard-fought battle. 2 teams that have been in the league a long time, from it, and I think it's going to be a great two-game set for us.
Is Christian able to go this weekend?
Sorry?
Christian Stover, is he ready to go this weekend?
I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure yet.